even smaller. It used to be the size of a grain of rice, 11 millimeters. It's now at 8 millimeters, Alfred.
And I was watching, I had the History Channel on today at my buddy's house, and they were doing this like hour-long thing, like on how like chips implanted in people is like the best thing ever, and how you're gonna be able to like watch TV like without a TV. It's gonna be like a chip inside you, and
yeah, it's going to be a chip in your brain. It's called the worldwide mind. You're going to be surfing the internet for content. You're going to be able to download full languages and understandings. It's literally the Borg, and it is the next step in human evolution. And they believe this. These are the transhumanists that are promoting this.
And there was like nothing negative to say about like implanting all this stuff in you.
No, it's all good for you, sir. It's the best thing since breakfast. Go ahead.
And one more thing, I just want to like if you YouTube like gun safety instructor at school like shoots himself. It's a like pretty funny video. Like this guy's like giving safety on guns and stuff at this school. Like where these like it's just like elementary kids, like real small kids, and he's talking about how it should never be loaded, or it's like he says it's that's why the safety's on. And like right when he says that, like he shoots himself in the foot.
Oh my
and
God!
Tries to like play it off. Like he actually keeps giving. And while he has like a bullet hole in his foot, like trying to play it off like it didn't happen. Yeah, it's pretty interesting to check out. And I also one more thing. Like I'm here in San Antonio, and we just got elected our new mayor, Julian Castro. And like if anyone wants to check him out, like it's like ridiculous. He's like anytime he talks, it's a blatant Barack Obama impression. It's hilarious.
Really? He's he's Obama Jr., huh? That's cuddly and warm for me to know. I'm pretty close to San Antonio. I live in the Niederwald these days. All right, I thank you for the call. Let's jump to Cliff in Colorado. Cliff, you're on the line. Yes, sir.
Hey, Jason, how you doing?
Good.
Great show.
Thank you.
Hey, did you catch the headline, Taliban may be procuring U.S. supplied arms?
Yep, we covered it last night. And isn't it so funny that they're saying that the arms that we're bringing into Afghanistan are getting into the pesky hands of the Taliban and Al-Qaeda, and they're working with the, militants in Pakistan. In reality, what's happening is we want these people to have weapons. We probably give them to our assets in the ISI, and they give them to little tribal leaders so that we can gun them down and justify being in that country for another, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30 years.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, who created the Taliban and Al-Qaeda, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for people that don't know, the Muslim Brotherhood was funded by the CIA and U.S. intelligence. Bin Laden was an open asset in the 80s, despite what Sean Hannity and Rush Limbaugh will tell you. They'll tell you that's big-time fantasy land. If you actually watch Fabled Enemies, my latest film, we have the head of the visa department in Jeddah at the time, going public that he found out that bin Laden was part of the CIA and they were smuggling in Islamic militants through his base in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, through a CIA program for their asset, bin Laden. I mean, it's insane. How much more information do we need out there before people start to wake up to the propaganda?
Right. Well, one thing about 9/11, it's the, gift that keeps on giving, right? Because, at least it's still in the news with this whole, distraction of the torture, right?
Well, yeah, you know what? It's going to be even more in the news because they're going to use this to really launch their City Year program and their Day of Civil Service. This is going to be their national holiday now. So they're going to further hijack 9/11. It's not just going to be the PSYOP that killed 3,000 plus people here in this country only to enable us to kill thousands of more American soldiers and millions of more citizens in the Middle East, whether it be in Afghanistan, the bombing we do in Pakistan, and of course the occupation of Iraq. It's justifying all that. It's justifying the detention centers. It's justifying the fact that we no longer have any Constitution of Bill of Rights with the Patriot Acts 1, 2, parts of 3, the Military Commissions Act. I mean, it's unbelievable, and now they're going to use it yet again to launch a holiday for fascism. It makes me sick, Cliff. I thank you for the call. Let's go to Seal in Alberta. Seal, you're on the line.
Howdy there, JB. How you doing? First-time caller from Alberta, Canada.
Excellent, sir.
Tough times, man. Been going through tough times. Lost 2 people just recently. God help us. But an old friend, he was a very healthy man. He went in just to have a little bit of look at his prostate there, and he ended up, I'm sure he got a flu shot because they sent him home and he died that next day of dysentery. And,
wow.
I never got a call for like a month. I didn't get a call at all. I kept phoning, and nobody phoned me, but I was, I'd been caring for the old guy for about 20 years, since I met him, but lost the wife. We have one daughter, do prescription drugs here. Just, we were told of Mother's Day, and I'm a first-time caller, as I say, and I've been following you guys for about a year and a quarter now, and I've been a Spotlight reader way back, and a Nord Davis follower. You want to say something to me? You want to ask me anything, sir?
No. I mean, it sounds very unfortunate what happened to your wife and your friend. I mean, it sucks. I mean, what can you do? I mean, we got a criminal government that's out of control, worldwide. It's not just the United States of America. It's not just Canada. It's not just Mexico. This is really going throughout the world.
You're right. And you know something? I started learning about these things back in the early 80s. I'd been injured. I was injured at work several times, and spinal injuries, it just kept getting worse. I'm a hard-working guy, blue-collar, always rigs and building and construction, and kept getting hurt worse and worse until I finally hurt myself such that I was unable to go back, and I had surgery and all this stuff. And I'm telling you, my eyes started to be opened. I started to become awakened when I realized, that system is not there to help people. It's there to just make an excuse and just not provide, just minimum, you know what I'm saying?
And that's why it's scary for me, and I thank you for the call, Seal, that basically, people say, oh, you're racist because you want to close down the border in Mexico. Well, I don't want to, have the United States amalgamated with Canada and their health system either. The United States' health system isn't great either, but if you literally make it socialism, folks, it's going to get a lot worse. Believe you me. We'll be back after this. It's the Infowarrior.